Hello, y'all. Okay, so I went to the hairdresser today. Not gonna happen. So, Patricia, there it is. It's hard to find a good hairdresser. She was closed. Anyways, y'all, as promised, did a video where I showed a really big pork tenderloin. I have one left, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that pork tenderloin. In the meantime, though, I still have sausage. So I saved back some of the other pork tenderloin so I can show you how to make your own sausage, the links to the sausages without casings. These are without nitrates, and in this video I will include the breakfast sausage seasonings to make your own breakfast sausage. Now some of these are going to be made into patties. I've already done some links, but I'm going to show you a few links out of these. It's super easy. You are not going to believe this. So if you're ready, let's get started, y'all. Okay, so what you're going to need is a piece of plastic. I am just using a freezer bag. You use storage bag, anything like that. You'll need a bag. These are washable, so it's not like I'm ruining it, because I can wash this and reuse it for something else. You're going to need a bench scraper of some sort. Nothing really fancy. You can use your fingers, but a bench scraper is going to make this a whole lot easier to do. So let me get something to put these sausage links on when I'm done. And once I get that, I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, y'all, so here's what we do. We'll take a portion of our pork sausage. You just want to make like a small golf ball size. Before we do that, though, I need some olive oil. So hang on a second. Let me get out of this. All right, you want to just take a small bit. About a teaspoon or so will work, because you're going to take that, you're going to spread that all over here. Let me go ahead and put this back on. I don't have any more, so I got to make this work. I got to get some more this weekend. So just take my oil, and I'm spreading it on here. Like I said, you do not need this thick at all, and this should go pretty much the whole time of your sausage. Now we're going to come back and we're going to roll this into a ball. Place this right about here or down. Bring your piece of plastic over the top of that. Push it back. Roll it, basically. As you're pushing this paper back with you. You can do that as you saw, like I did with my fingers. But if you put this right under that and push it, you'll watch that sausage. You see it growing. Pull it back. Look here, y'all. There's your sausage link. Just like that. Again, I will show that to you. It's really cool. This doesn't take no time to make your own. You need just about a golf ball size, which is about a tablespoon. Or, yeah, about a tablespoon. If you get a nice sized tablespoon, that's all you need. This will make those sausage links. Again, just fold it over, push it back some, take your bench scraper, push it back, watch it grow, get to your right size, pull it back, and there's your link. Now from here, I would take my links and I would put them on a piece of parchment paper, on a baking sheet, or even a silicone mat. Throw it in the freezer until it is frozen. Once it's frozen, you can bag them up in freezer bag, and you have your sausage links ready to go. You can pre-cook these and put them in the freezer and have them ready for when you want to just throw it together, reheat it and go. Or you can make them like these, raw form, and just cook them up when you need it. That is that easy to make those sausage links, y'all. When I saw that happening, I was like, no way. So now to make my sausage patties, again, I'm just going to take about a tablespoon size And I'm just going to press this into a nice round, like so. And there's my sausage patty. I'm ready to just freeze these or put them in layers of parchment paper, which that's what I'm going to do, and then freeze it. And now I have my sausage patties and my sausage links for breakfast. Easy as that, and I didn't have to do much of anything else. It didn't break my back to do this. I could throw a whole mess of these together and so fast, it's unbelievable. Just get it slick, and that's it, y'all. That is like perfect. I never knew I could do this until recently. So sometimes the internet can be really, really cool, and I just had to pass that along to you. Okay, y'all, so I have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24 sausage patties, and these are in layers. Actually, it's 3 high. So I'm going to take these layers like this. I took this in half, and I've got 1, 2, 3 layers, and I'm sliding each one into a freezer bag. It'll be labeled, stuck in the freezer, and these are my sausage patties. So I have these. Let me get another one. I have these. I have sausage links, and now I'm going to work on what am I going to do with the second pork tenderloin. It's interesting. Watch. All right, y'all. Here's my second one now. We have not done nothing with this one yet, so I'm going to cut this down basically in half. This is going to get ground up, and what that will be used for, no seasonings, no nothing. If I want to make Italian sausage, I'll be able to bring this out, just add my seasoning. That is all. I'm going to take and bag these up by 1 pound servings. This other half is going to be used to be making pork chops out of. So I'm going to push this aside for right now. I'm going to go empty these bags and be right back. Alright, y'all, so 1/2 of that pork loin I cut down into pork chop sizes, and they're about a 1/2 inch or so sizes, so we'll put 4 in each bag. This is just for 2 people, and then there's enough for hubby for lunch. Let's see how many pork chops we get out of this. Another one. I have 2 small pieces, so I may divide those up. Yeah, I may go ahead and divide those up into 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 3 bags. So what we're going to do is each bag is getting 5 pieces, and we have 3 more meals out of that half loin right there. So there's 3 meals with pork chops right now. Okay, y'all, so now I am going to take, this is a meat grinder, and I'm going to assemble it right now. It doesn't look like much at the moment. This is the base of my grinder, the motor side of it, and then I'll show you how this gets put together. So I put in my base where the grinding part goes. Lock that down like so. Okay, there's this part. We have the grinding mechanism, which goes in here next. Make sure that locks up in there. We have our cutting blade, which that goes in here. Then we have our grade for the meat we want cut. And then the base that holds it all together gets put back or put on it. This here shoves the meat down the chute, and then we need our pan that goes on top of that, just like so. Now we're ready to go. Put this here. I got my bowl. It goes underneath right here. And I had cut my pork into chunks like so. So we're going to throw this through the chute. I will not keep this going long because this will be loud on y'all, but I will show you how this is done. Okay, y'all, so now we're going to go ahead and weigh this out, and we're going to see how many 1 pound packages that we can get out of this. Now, what would I do with just plain ground pork? I can make my own Chinese dumplings out of this. I can make my own Italian sausage out of this. I can make egg rolls from this. So many different things that I can make just from the plain ground pork. Exactly 1 pound. I can't get no better than that. All right, let me get my freezer bags off. Here they are. There's one. Go ahead and get the remnants off of that off of it. These are exactly counted, and I want to make sure I get the meat that does exactly that, because some of the seasonings that I use require it to be for 1 pound of meat. All right, so there's that one. I know maybe that's petty, but it works for me. Now I'm going to flatten that out in a minute too. Okay, now we're going to go for our second one. This is good, y'all. This is really good. Exactly 1 pound there. All right, I'm going to bag this up, keep going. I'll let you know in the end how many pounds we actually got out of that 1/2. All right, y'all. So I actually got 4 pounds out of this, and each one now is individually wrapped. What I'm going to do now is put them all in one freezer bag. That way they're all together and not scattered about in my freezer. And then when I need one, I just grab one out of the pack. All 4 of these should fit in here nicely, actually. Yep, they will. And now we'll freeze this. And then we'll let you know how much we actually got out of all this. This is pretty cool, if you ask me. Okay. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so here is what I got out of 2 approximately 8-pound pork tenderloins. What did I get for our family? I have 24 sausage patties. I have 17 cooked sausage links, 21 raw uncooked links, which as far as the links altogether, that's 38 sausage links. And I have 3 packs of 5 pork chops and 5 packs of ground pork. That's a lot of meat, y'all. And this is going to last me and Mr. James pretty much at least half the winter, because we're not going to use pork all in 1 week or so. For us, though, this is approximately 2 to 2.5 weeks. If we just had to eat off of this, this is about 2 to 2.5 weeks worth of meat for us. So, y'all, this worked out really good. My sausage, well, we're set, because between sausage patties and links, let's see, 8, 9, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 62 sources of sausage. That's enough to last me a good long time. What's nice about these links is even if I wanted to make a sausage biscuit and I run out of patties, I could take a link, cut it in half, open it up, and that'll sit right there on a biscuit with an egg. And then we have our farm fresh eggs until the hens decide it's too cold to lay. So we are good. Would I do this again? My choice would be absolutely yes. There's always a way to use pork loin. Yes, it's leaner. This is why I do not trim it when I get it. To me, that's just enough fat, because I did take and cook those sausage links. There was still fat to it, but not overabundance. Now, here's what I have noticed too. The overabundance I'm talking about is, seriously, if I wanted to take 1 pound of that meat, wrap it into a sleeve, fill it with breakfast sausage, and have the breakfast rounds like you would get at the store, I could easily do that as well. And then just slice it as I go, as it was cold enough to slice. With those that you buy from the store, I ended up with so much grease out of it that it was pathetic, and you get more grease than you do meat. In this instance, I get more meat than I do grease. It's still not dry. It tastes amazing. No nitrates, no sugar, and there's no MSG. So I am good with this sausage. I don't care if it's slightly leaner. I prefer that because I don't need that clogging up my arteries anyways. So again, would I do this? Yes, I absolutely would, because any sale like this that I can benefit to put that much meat in my freezer, and I am good. So yep, I would definitely do this again. That ham, the ham, I went and bought a Lord, I think it was about a 5-pound or more. It was a big old deli size pack of Black Forest ham, and I think we paid about $30 for it. But out of that, we have about 9 pounds shredded deli meat. I have 9 different packs of it might even be less than that. I think it's a ½ pound per pack, but either way, regardless it goes. I have 9 different packages of sliced deli meat that if I wanted to make chicken breasts and make a chicken Kiev, I have my ham already there. If I want to make nice hot ham and cheese sandwiches with tomato soup, I have that as well. If I just want a good ham sandwich, we have this. So several different options again to use sliced ham. Yes, I do have my own slicer. It is not a commercial grade. It is actually a small homebound, but it works. I can slice my own meat. So if I can find the bulk like that, not have to pay somebody to slice it for me, and I could get a better deal, I'm going to bring it home. I'm going to slice it myself. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to freeze it because now I have my own deli meat. Another way that you can do this, hear me out because this absolutely works. If you get a chance to just get a regular turkey breast. Now, this is only for those if you have a slicer, or you can slice this with a very sharp knife. Make sure it's cooled down enough to do that. Take your turkey breast, roast it, cook it, cool it off, and slice yourself some beautiful turkey meat for your own sandwiches. It comes out amazing. I have taken that across my slicer, and I had what I remember several years ago growing up, when real chicken meat tasted just like real chicken meat, not processed deli meat as it is today. This was good turkey or chicken, and you could tell it was real. This is exactly what I can get now. I look forward to this time of year coming up on the holidays, because that means I can make the most amazing deli meat, authentic and not all processed. So I have a lot to do. I now have 6 pounds of portobello mushrooms. I found them at Sam's Club at 1.5, which is 1.5 pounds of portobello mushrooms, y'all. Now I'm going to show you how much that is for under $5. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with those in just a minute. This, y'all. This is 1.5 pounds. Look how big this container is of portobello mushrooms. And this bad boy is stuffed. I am actually going to take these mushrooms and I am going to pressure can them and put them on my shelf. So what do I do with this? So if I want to add mushrooms for pizza, mushrooms for stews or soups, or if I want to add mushrooms in any of my gravies, this is what these will be used for. Now, if I want to make a nice soup out of it, as far as just plain mushroom soup, I honestly would just use one of these packages fresh. But anything else, I can absolutely go in there into my pantry, grab my own mushrooms, fix it up, and I've got what I need. So you can make a beautiful roast and pour those mushrooms in there. They're amazing. And if you've ever had them where you bought them by the store in the can, honestly, that's kind of what these are like. They are pre-cooked, but hey, sometimes mushrooms don't last long in your refrigerator. This will. So I will be doing a segment next on how to pressure can. And yes, these are pressure can, not water bath. But I will show you how this is done to be able to put mushrooms on your shelf if you want to. So that will end this video, y'all, and I hope you enjoyed being in the kitchen in preparation of what can I do if I find a sale, what can I do for my family. Again, please look for the description box because it will have the Italian sausage mix and the breakfast sausage mix that you need to make your own sausage from pork loin. Again, if you are not fortunate to have a grinder like I do, ask your butcher to grind this meat for you. He will absolutely do it, and they do it at no cost. Do not hesitate to have them grind it up for you. It will be worth it in the end. Bag it up, come home, divide it, and then you don't even have to do what I do, is do that extra step of grinding it. So You can do this any way that I can, you can. And if you didn't want to buy a whole entire pork loin, you actually can just buy regular ground pork and do this the same way as well. Just come home, mix your seasonings, bag it up after you make your sausage, and you're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this section, y'all. Until next time, much love from Parton's Mediterranean Homestead.